You just released a couple of days ago. You just released the what is it,
A
Wildfire?
new song.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, so today we released the song with the video and everything. So that's, yeah, definitely exciting.
You were born in Jamaica. You grew up in
Yeah.
Westmoreland, and then you moved to England. Is that how it goes?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, so I left Jamaica when I was about 6 years old and migrated with my mum to London. But we always were back and forth. Summer holidays and stuff I'd spend here in Jamaica when we could. So I was still pretty connected to Jamaica anyway.
And it was you attended school, and I was reading that you studied creative subjects like music, drama, and media. And
Uh-huh.
what kind of impact did that have on your music today?
I would say the subjects themselves didn't have impact on my music. School didn't impact my music. It was just me, my love for music, and the influences of what I was listening to, the artists and the music that was out at the time. That would have been more of an impactful situation to my music now.
Hmm. And when did you go professional? Were you in school when you started your professional career?
No, so I mean, I'd been recording music since I was 15.
Hmm.
Nothing to this professional level up until about 4 years ago when I was introduced to Tony Kelly
Hmm.
via Shaggy on just the odd chance that I saw Shaggy out and about, and I had some music I'd recorded and just wanted to send to him. So, yeah, my professional career really started in 2017 when I started working with Tony Kelly and Kelicious Music.
So were you doing YouTube things on YouTube before you met Tony Kelly?
Yeah, here and there I would release some music, but nothing to this level.
Hmm. Hmm. But it all had an impact on where you are today. I mean, like it
For sure,
it
you're
it
right
it
about
it,
that. You're
it,
definitely right
it
about
got you
that.
to this point. I was also reading that you were awarded the Breakthrough Artist of the Year award by the Jamaica Reggae Industry Association. What is that all about?
So every year they have a an award show, and this year, the 2020 award, I was nominated up with Chanel Muir and Black Hero and some other nominations, which forgive me for forgetting right now. But the competition, I would say, was not. There were serious artists that I was up against, so it definitely was an honor to be voted that the Breakthrough Artist of the Year.
Were you
Definitely.
were you surprised?
Yeah, yeah. I was surprised to be nominated more than anything, and I was hopeful to win, so I was happy that I won. Yeah.
Okay. Since winning that award, what kind of changes have you seen come from that?
I would say because of the pandemic, everything's kind of with regards to like reggae music. There's a lot of live shows and things like that come from that, but because of um, the pandemic, there hasn't been much opportunity to tour and to really reap the benefits of that, I would say. But definitely it's given me a stamp of approval
Mhm.
and more recognition in the reggae scene because of it.
Something that I wanted to ask right at the beginning, are you getting ready for a tour? Are you about to go on
Oh
tour?
well, it's something that we definitely want to do in 2022, but it's so uncertain because we think people are opening, we think the festivals are happening, we're not sure, so it's all up in the air. But if it's happening, then I will definitely be going on the road. But when we don't know right now, nobody knows. The world is still, you know, uncertain.
Yes, yes. And during the pandemic or during this period, especially 2020, how did you deal with it? I mean, what are your feelings about that time and your ability to be creative?
Yeah, so when the pandemic first hit, I just put out a song, Easy, and that was getting like crazy traction. Everybody was loving it. I had some shows booked in Europe and um, things like that. And then the pandemic hit and everything got cancelled and everything got put on hold. And so it was a very difficult time for me, actually. But, moving forward, you just have to remember that nothing is forever,
Right.
and in these times everybody's going through some things. Some people have lost their jobs, lost their house, and so this is the time that people really need music, because music is healing. So we continue to put out music, and we did some virtual performances and things like that, as much as we could. But we're yearning, or I'm yearning right now, to just get back in front of an audience of real live people
Hmm.
and perform.
Hmm. Now, had you done tours before, or have you been on any
Yes,
tours
I'd
before?
done a Latin American tour with Alberosi,
Hmm.
which went to Colombia, Guatemala, El Salvador, Costa Rica, and that was absolutely amazing. It was my first experience of like touring.
Hmm.
So I have to say big up to Alberosi for taking me along. I was opening for him, and yeah, it was really good vibes. I already had a following online in Latin America, but to see it in real life manifest, like, oh my gosh, like these people really exist and they really are turning up.
Uh-huh.
It was awesome, magnificent.
Now, do you look at yourself as a reggae roots dancehall artist or strictly dancehall? How do you perceive yourself?
I would say reggae and dancehall, yeah, because I do I do both, and right now I've been mainly living in the reggae scene, but I just go with my vibes and what I'm feeling at the time. And the good thing about reggae and dancehall is they are in the same family, and nobody will look at you different for interchanging here and there. So it's just my home,
Hmm.
both of them. Yeah.
So you're a singer songwriter, and
Uh-huh.
what kind of process do you go through when you get ready to create music? I mean, what kind of mindset do you have to be in, or do you need to be in order for your creativity to flow?
I would say an open one for sure. Definitely be open, and emotionally open. So whatever it is that you're feeling, just let it out.
Hmm.
And if you're writing with other people, then be open to their ideas, and don't be scared to say your ideas. So yeah, open is the word I would use to describe a good creative process.
Yes, and when did you see this ability coming out? I mean, when did you really did your family grow up? Was your family a musical oriented family, or did this just come
No,
to
so
you?
I suppose it just came to me. So my family they are able to sing, so they sing in church and things like that. But my family background is actually quite academic. So my aunties and uncles and my mom, they are doctors, nurses, um, what do you call it? Accountants, teachers.
Okay,
Those are their
professionals.
professions.
Yeah.
Yeah, so nobody in my family actually pursued music as a career. And growing up, I was always writing. I remember I wrote my first song at 9. I just never wanted to do anything else. And my mom, she would sometimes say to me, well, do you have a plan B? Because I suppose because nobody had tried in my family to
Hmm.
do something like this, it was probably a scary thought for her that I was just banking on music being my only um, source of income or just my life. But she doesn't say that to me anymore. Even
Okay.
though she's always been supportive anyway, but she just always wanted me to have a plan B just in case. But yeah, the plan B is now out of the window.
Yes. I was reading that you're the type of person that likes to give back. So you've
Yeah.
gotten involved in some fundraising activities?
Yeah, yeah. So, for a school in Westmoreland where I'm from, I decided to do a GoFundMe for them, and also donate some funds to them. And I did a little short documentary on them as well, just so that people could see, the kind of nice, easygoing life, laid back life that they had in up in the hills in the school, but also a remote ones that was um, disconnected from,
Hmm.
internet and knowing how to use the computers and stuff like that. So yeah, I did some fundraising for them, and it's not it wasn't a one-time thing. It's an ongoing thing for me. So I just know that whenever I can give or help,
Hmm.
then I do.
Well, it sounds like that's the academic side of your family coming to the forefront right there in
Yeah, yeah, possibly.
teaching and educating others. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What is the message that you were trying to convey to the youth, through your music, through your activities? Are you focusing on girls a lot, or I mean, I know it's all inclusive, but do you have a special message for girls?
No, not necessarily. I don't really have a message that I would say I focus on, even just as a with my music. I just write from the heart and I write from experience, and usually that's just bringing positivity. But I don't sit down and think, okay, I want this song to say this, or I want to teach this. But just I definitely know positivity is something. But outside of that,
Hmm.
whatever comes, it just comes naturally, and people just relate or gravitate to it because I just write like real songs just from the experience of my life.
Well, the first of your songs that caught my attention was the one "No Better Day," and then another one I'm liking a lot is the one "Free." Hallelujah. That one kind of moves me, but I really like your
Yeah.
music.
Thank you so much. Definitely appreciate it.
2022 is right around the corner, and
Hmm.
you don't know for sure about tours, but what are you
No,
feeling?
but for sure, an EP is coming. We're working on that. So you'll see more music videos, and more collaborations as well. So just look out because we'll never stop creating music.
Hmm.
Um, so there'll be more music to look forward to for sure,
Okay.
at the bare minimum.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. The latest song that you just put out, Wildfire, what was it like putting that video together?
Oh well, we shot that video last Sunday,
Oh, that was quick.
and
That was quick.
yeah, so within a week, for less than a week actually, it was put out. But it was a lot of fun. I only met Dre for the first time on that video shoot,
Hmm.
so it was also a get to know him on the day and also shoot the video. So that was a lot of fun. And it was a whole day spent in a community called McGregor Gully in Kingston, and the people there, they're so warm, and the kids were absolutely awesome. So yeah, it was an all round. It was a really good day.
All right. Nice video. Nice video. What can I say? And it
Thank
captured
you.
it captured the spirit of the people around you and everything. And I look
Hmm.
forward to, checking out your creative projects in the future. I'm glad I had a chance to talk to you because, being in the Southwest, we play reggae, but it's not mainstream. So,
Hmm. Hmm.
a young artist
Yeah, and
like you
and
coming up, about to blow up and everything, I get joy out of, participating in the exposure, but also in the fact that you have a sound that the world needs to hear. People needs to know you're out there. So I'm really happy.
Thank you, and thank you for it, because I always have to say, you know, big up to the supporters and the DJs, presenters, and people like yourself who support the music and keep supporting for the love. Even as you said, it's not mainstream, but I know you still have your shows and you play the reggae and you play the new artists because of the love of it, and it is because of people like you that give us the strength really to continue. So I have to say thank you very much.
Yeah, you've been coming on strong on playlists. I was reading here in Japan, Australia, Kenya,
Mhm, mhm.
Jamaica. How do you feel about the response in Jamaica to your vibes?
Yeah, I mean it's been a tricky relationship with me and Jamaica because you know, a lot of the female artists that come out is mainly, you know, the dancehall and the raw dancehall. So
Hmm.
Jamaican audiences gravitate to that. So when I first was releasing music for about two or so years, my audience fan base was mainly in Latin America, in Africa, in Europe. And so the Jamaican audience only started to look at me and when I released Easy, I would
Hmm.
say, which was 2020, end of 2019, 2020. So yeah, it's been really interesting, and I'd say they finally starting to know who KHALIA is, which is
Okay.
great. But yeah, nothing happens before its time, and the world is a big place, so yeah.
Now, one thing I wanted to know, back maybe like a year or two ago, did you go under the name Kalia Rose, or is that just my imagination?
No, that's somebody else. That's a
Okay,
different artist
okay,
altogether.
okay.
I don't know who that is, but I do know the name comes up on like Spotify and stuff sometimes.
Yeah, and I was trying to figure that out, and I'm glad you straightened me out on that.
Yeah, no, that's not me. Just KHALIA, only KHALIA.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm representing the people here in the southwest part of the United States, Albuquerque, New Mexico. And my radio station is KUNM 89.9 FM. And I have a
Hmm.
website, a blog type thing that, so I'll post some of this interview and things like that on the blog and just spread the vibes, spread the word.
Thank you,
But
thank you.
keep
Much
on doing what you're
appreciated.
doing, sister, and God bless.
Thank you. Blessings, blessings. Thank you.